I rise today on a matter of personal and collective privilege, a matter that strikes at the core of our work as public servants, a matter so grave that it compels us to act with urgency, clarity, and conviction. I speak of the highly disturbing AX incident in Iloilo City. Isang eskandalo na yumanig sa tiwala ng mga mamamayan at sumalalim sa kahinaan ng ating bansa, ang korupsyon. This scandal exposed deep vulnerabilities in one of our nation's most important social protection program, the Assistance to Individuals in Crisis Situation, or AICS. The AICS was never designed to be a political tool. It was never meant to be a bargaining chip, nor a carrot or a stick. AICS was created as humanitarian response, as safety net for Filipinos facing the most difficult moments of their lives. Kapag nawalan ng hanap buhay ang ama ng tahanan, may AICS food assistance na hahalili. Kapag may nanay na di makakabayad sa libing ng kanyang anak, may AICS burial assistance na sasandalan. Kapag may lola o lolo na di mabibili ang maintenance na gamot, may AICS medical assistance na ayuda. Kapag lumipad ang bubong ng bahay dahil sa bagyo or sunog, may AICS cash assistance na kaakibat. It is not merely financial assistance. It is hope, delivered through public funds entrusted to us by the Filipino people. It is love of the government to its people personified. But what transpired in Iloilo City was the complete opposite of hope. What should have been aid for the needy became prey for the greedy. Testimonies from the affected residents, validated by DSWD field officials, as well as the central office sent to Iloilo City, detailed a pattern of systematic and organized deduction from AICS beneficiaries. Many beneficiaries testified that upon receiving 10,000 assistance, barangay intermediaries allegedly reported or required them to surrender 8,000 to 9,000, leaving them with only 1,000 or 2,000, even less. Inuulit ko for the sake of emphasis. A family in crisis who should receive the full 10,000 in government aid walked home with only 1,000 or 2,000 pesos. That is not just corruption. That is exploitation of the poor in their most desperate hour. Isa itong pang-aapi. Nakalugmok ka na nga dahil sa kalamidad, inaapak-apakan ka pa. A DSWD executive was quoted by the news media in Iloilo City, describing the scheme as pre-planned, orchestrated, and systematic, involving multiple barangays. It was not a one-time anomaly. It was a network, an organized hijacking of assistance intended for the vulnerable. This should anger us. This should alarm us. This should compel us to act. Behind every stolen peso is a story. An elderly woman choosing between food and medicine. A solo parent unable to pay school fees. A tricycle driver trying to recover from illness. a widow buried in debt after a funeral. The offenders did not simply steal money, they stole dignity. They stole the chance of a family to survive. A text message is circulating in Iloilo City, alleging that a local politician, through a lawyering, is encouraging victims to sign a document stating that they received the full 10,000 pesos, contrary to their earlier complaints. What then is the purpose behind these intimidating efforts? Should we not be focused on uncovering the truth instead of trying to cover it up? Sino ba ang natatakot na tamaan kung magsabi ng totoo ang mga biktima ng Kaltas AX scandal? Ilang taon na rin nangyari ito. April 2024 pa. Ilan lang ang mga natapang na inilabas ang katotohanan, pero ang datos ay nagpapakita na maaring 2,161 ang mga beneficiaries ng apektado ng modus na ito na nagmula sa 16 na barangay sa Iloilo City. Nitong nakaraang buwan lang, allegedly, ang kinakaltas ay binibigay sa mga kaalyado na barangay officials. The people of Iloilo must not be sentenced. Hindi dapat pinipilit na bawiin ang mga statement as testimonya na magpapalabas ng katotohanan. This chamber must send an equivocal message. Public funds intended for the poor are sacred. They must never be stolen, extorted, or politically weaponized. I therefore call a full and public disclosure. The DSWD investigation must be transparent, name barangays involved, the exact amount deducted, and the findings of the legal team must be made public. The people need to know who are the 17 barangays officials who were found to have hand in the modus by the DSWD fact-finding team. Administrative and criminal prosecution. All individuals, barangay officials, intermediaries, fixers, suspected to be guilty must be prosecuted swiftly under Republic Act 319 or Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act and Republic Act 6713 or the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards. Post-payout random verification. Dapat siguro magkakaroon ang DSWD ng verification process after na i-release sa mga beneficiary ang ayuda. Dapat magkaroon ng random check ang DSWD kung napunta ba talaga sa beneficiaryo ang ayuda or kinupitan man kung nino man. Dapat direct disbursement mechanism. The agency must explore direct bank transfer, cash card system, e-wallet transfer, payout through accredited financial institutions. And 5, DSWD must rethink case study issuance. And because we have heard a multiple complaints involving social welfare and development offices, MAPA CSWDO or MSWDO man, that are also being used for political ends, na kung pupunta ang isang mamayan sa kanila para kumuha ng case study, tinatanong nila kung kanino maghingi ng tulong. Or sasabihan nila ang tao na kay mayor, or pumunta ka at huwag kang pumunta, dumaan ka muna sa office ni congressman, ni congresswoman. Maigi pong pag-isipan ng DSW, Madam Speaker, na bigyan ng alternative venue itong mga tao kagaya ng pagkakaroon ng DSWD staff sa kanilang crisis intervention units or regional offices, mismo para doon na pumunta at kumuha ng case study ang mga mamamayan. Let us find ways to disempower intermediaries and let us remove opportunities for corruption or political intervention. Esteemed colleagues, we are not merely lawmakers. We are the people's lawmakers. We are custodians of public trust. When the poor apply for AIX, they swallow their pride. They wait in long lines. They fill out documents. They travel despite illness and disability. After all of that, they were robbed by people who are supposed to serve them. This is not just a legal issue. It is a moral issue. If we allow this to continue, then what message do we send? That corruption is acceptable when the victims are poor? That political influence is a shield against accountability? Kapag patuloy natin na pinapayagan ito, taas noo pa ba tayong harap ng mga pinagsisilbihan natin? We cannot and must not let this incident pass without action. Let Iloilo City be the line in the sand. Let this be the moment when we say, sobra na, tama na, hindi na pwede, hindi na gid pwede. Mga pinalangga ko ng mga Ilonggo, and to the entire Filipino people, speak out. Do not be silenced. Hindi magkahadlok. Let us speak out para sa pagbago, para sa bagong Pilipinas. Madam Speaker, distinguished colleagues, hindi ang programa para sa tao tulad ng AIX ang dapat maapektuhan para mawala ang korupsyon. Hindi ang benepisyo ang dapat bawasan. Ang dapat ayusin ay ang sistema. We must cleanse the system, punish the guilty, protect the poor, and restore the integrity of government assistance. The people of Iloilo, the Filipino people everywhere deserve nothing less. Madamo gid nga salamat, Madam Speaker, kag mayang gab-igid sa aton tanan.